Seahawks are introduced. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. To return, this is Doug Baldwin. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Baldwin goes in motion right. Now the rookie seventh rounder. This is Chris Carson. And he's going to lose yardage and be... up to the 25. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. The play clock's running down. Wilson, Baldwin in motion left. This is Rawls. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And a nice gain at 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. In motion left is Baldwin. First down, this is Rawls. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this. But run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
They'll try to run with Rawls. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll run it with Lacey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Play clock winding down. They'll try to run it in. Lacey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. So on 4th down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Maxwell. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Thomas rolls. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They start the drive with Hyde. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Second down, Hyde. And some room to roam now. Carlos Hyde, see you later. The 30. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's a big run there by Hyde. 66 yards on the ground. Defense showing blitz. They'll run. Hyde. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second-and-goal situation. They'll run for it with Hyde. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground, now on 3rd. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Green. All right, now look at 56.
It's a quarterback sneak. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch. Also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
But we just saw him run the football really effectively there with 3 tight ends in the game. And any defensive coordinator, when they see that set, if they can get more bodies out onto the field, not more than 11, of course, but bigger bodies to combat what they're going to do, because that's a run-heavy formation. Those guys are out there to block 9 times out of 10, and in this case, they did it really successfully.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Wilson going to give to Rawls. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Following the penalty, it's Rawls. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll send Baldwin in motion left. A 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. On the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. In motion left is Baldwin. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And some room to work. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They run. Robinson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yards. To the 9. They'll send Baldwin in motion left. They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And how big would this win be for the defense here? 3rd down and goal from the 10. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0. Well, they started this drive in as tough a spot as you can at their own one, so they're able to march it into field goal range and get 3.
I thought that was a very poised, dare say classy sort of a drive. Backed up in the shadow of your own end zone, yet you come out of it and put points on the board. Well executed.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Jimmy Garoppolo, the starter here, finally lured away from the Patriots. What are some things you like about JG?
Well, I love his makeup, meaning obviously he has a physical ability. He can throw the football, but he's mentally tough as well. And he developed while he was there in New England. They actually trained him to be a starter even though he wasn't getting any type of snaps. And this guy adapts and thrives with the ability to play against pressure.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. He finds Roberts, complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half.
All right, here we go.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Garoppolo on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go. Green.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And now it's 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the 1st half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half, it's Griffin. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this 1st half of play. Now you folks don't know what you're missing. You're missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down, here's Garoppolo. And now a fumble. The ball's out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. They'll run for it. High. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a first down carry. It's Lacy. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. Give him 6. On the carry, it's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. In motion left is Baldwin. On 3rd down, that's Carson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball. It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. 1st and 10, way up at the 37. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. He finds his running back, Hyde. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Lockett. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. In motion, right, Baldwin. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
And the play clock's running down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right near midfield. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Block it in motion right. On 3rd down. That's Carson. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Here's John Ryan now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up? And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Baldwin goes in motion right. They run again with Carson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
In my book, that's running the ball well. Intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you're worried about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Wilson, a give to Rawls. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth. They come out here in the I. Now receiver in motion left. They'll run it with Lacey. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll send Baldwin in motion left. Lacey will try again. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On the ground, rolls. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas rolls. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Cliff Averill in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to...
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cliff Averill in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Escape, and the ball is knocked out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. There goes Thomas Rawls. 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Thomas Rawls, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Maxwell. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. In motion right, Baldwin. Now a handoff left to Rawls. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Play clock winding down. In motion left is Baldwin. They stay on the ground. Rolls again. Fighting through. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas rolls 37 yards. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards. They'll come out in the pistol. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Garoppolo. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Michael Wilhoit in there with pressure yet again. And that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners, they eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. And he'll bang that one through. Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now Wilson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. The busy afternoon continues for Rawls. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing is Wilson. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Seahawks on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. They'll send Baldwin in motion left. On third down, here's Lacy. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. A big offensive explosion helped.